You've been serving everyone, yet being served the least. Not anymore. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We are moving right along with this season. This next episode is talking about how I will outwork you, how I work harder, faster, and better. Now, as you guys know, I am planning on my workshop. I'm planning on doing my workshop. It's coming up soon. It's almost here. And if you listen to the last episode, you know that I was about to quit. I wasn't going to keep on going. The woman that I had to fire really took my spirits down, took my confidence down a little bit, along with it, just being out of the country and just being on this adventure. And so I needed to be empowered again to do what God set out for me to do 2.5 years ago when the vision was laid out for my life to start my business in Botswana. And thank God for my strategist and my friend who convinced me to keep going. You know, my strategist like, hey, I already got like 5 people who want tickets. She would later tell me that those 5 people were men and men weren't invited to the workshop, but still it was what I needed to hear to get me going. And then my other friend who was used to traveling, she just let me know, like, at the end of the day, Toya, this is all about you. You need to show up for yourself. This is your first workshop. Like, you need to just demonstrate your ability to do the thing that you say that you do in your business. And so, like, hearing those words and just having her, perspective and talking to someone who's been where I want to go, it really helped me out to get to the next level. And so this episode, in 10 days, I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you what I did to prepare for my workshop that really was an example of how I outworked myself. Okay. And so I had a hotel and I had to cancel the hotel. I got a new hotel because, again, goals are different now. And then also by having it at this other hotel, it looked better, it was prettier, it was outside, and it was cheaper. So it took the pressure off of me about how much money I needed to spend with investing in my business because it was a significant difference, about 50%. So that was really helpful, and I solidified that, and that went really well. And then I also got 4 sponsored collaborations, and that's just huge because I had a goal and I really wanted to make sure women were held in the highest regard. And that was, from the food that they eat, from being able to have a space to work out, to just be able to practice mindfulness. I wanted to make sure I cover the ground. So I had a meeting with everyone. I'm telling you, like, on phone, in person. I emailed everyone with my specific directions. I was not taking no for an answer. I did not take no for an answer. And I'm just grateful that I've been working on this so long. I know how to tell my story. I know how to sit down and engage so that I'm not just getting straight to what it is that I want or how I can help. So again, a few episodes ago, or the last episode talked about how it's just difficult when dealing with people. Sometimes they're intimidated, and really I just wanted to stay focused, and so I was able to do that. I wasn't taking no for an answer. I knew my why. I even got my hair sponsored. So when I tell you guys the sponsors that I got, so I got a hotel that I was having the event at, beautiful hotel, got them to sponsor champagne bottles. I got a gym. I want to call out these names: Avani Hotel, Jack's Gym. I've got a membership there. People said it was so hard to get anything from Jack's Gym, but I was able to do it. Square Mart, which to me is the best, the fanciest grocery store in Gaborone. I go there and get my fresh juice all the time. So it was important that I got fresh juice for the ladies. I'm proud of that. And I got a mindfulness coach, Mother, just affectionately known as Mother. She is going to be at the workshop, and she's going to make sure that it does what it's supposed to do. It's giving what it's supposed to give. And that is her work that she does across the country of Botswana. And so also, like, knowing that I needed to get these sponsors and just get, gift bags and just solidify everything. And I'm a one-woman show pretty much. I had 2 men running around with me and running errands with me. Now, I always tell people, look, the perks of being pretty really get you far. Definitely when you're traveling abroad. Men see you, they're cute, they just want to be in your face, they want to flirt with you. And for some reason, when I'm abroad, I'm more accepting of it than when I'm in America. But again, neither here nor there. I think the reason is, as I'm just thinking about it now, it's because I didn't want them. So I'm not like in the old toy holding to those expectations for them and they're disappointing me. Like I just needed them to just really help me and I communicated my needs. So one, just not really wanting them, but also doing a better job of communicating is how I think now Toya in 2022 gets a lot of men to still help her and serve her being me. I'm really grateful for that. And so I was getting confirmations, gift bags, dropping off tickets, all the things. And so just did not care, just was willing to be there and be available. And because I had a goal, I said, I want to get 10 people there. I just want 10 people. Doesn't matter who and how, they just want it for the optics. 10 people is a good enough number. And so we were able to get, I think I'm at about 13 right now. So, well, actually 18 if you include the people from Ovani, because I had to, in exchange for the champagne, I had to give up 5 tickets, which I was happy to do. So let everyone get transformed. And then I was also on the radio twice. The next couple episodes, you're going to listen to those radio shows and how I was talking about my business and gender-based violence and entrepreneurship with women empowerment, and all the things that I love talking about. And so I really was, again, exposure is the name of the game. And I made sure that I did that. And I'm just so happy that I did not stop, that I did not say no, that I didn't quit. Could you imagine if when I set this vision out in 2019, and I'm actually in Botswana and I didn't show up for myself? That'd be absolutely craziness. And so being able to have all of this validation of people, the men helping me, and then even getting my hair sponsored at the best salon in Botswana, Hair Essentials Botswana, shout out to Ben. And so getting the collaboration, I'm just in awe. I was just like, yo, we're really here. Like, this is how you go about getting this together. And of course, I've done stuff like this before, but when you do it in a different category, it's just a different category. But you still have to know the core of who you are. And that's what I think I've been preaching in these last couple of episodes. Hopefully, this whole podcast is that this is really just about you against you and finding strength in who you are and how you move. And so I know the core of who I am. I spend time trying to figure that out. And so I'm relentless in getting to what I want. So having a combination of all of that, I was also able to finalize my presentation with my personal assistant. I prepped my assistants for the workshop. I got the hotel to make all the copies for me. I mean, when I tell you guys, these are people, I didn't pay any of these people. You know, the personal assistant, just an internship, and she's just been showing out right now. The workshop, my two guys, they're going to be there to make sure that women are held in high regard. I'm so excited that they're being present, because men should be serving women more, and they're happy to do it. I got all of my copies for free. I mean, this is an interactive workshop. We are really asking some tough questions here, and I need to be able to have people have various different ways in which they learn. Being able to write on paper is one of them. And so this hotel being able to make the copies for me was just, I really appreciate them doing that. Cresta President Hotel, shout out. That is my favorite hotel. They made me feel like home. Those people are home. They are my family. They were there for me during this time. And so when you're doing all of that, like, I even went out the night before because I knew I was super prepared. I went out. I said, why not? I got everything that I need to get done. Like, my hair is did. I know I got a curfew. I got the clothes I'm going to wear. I got the help I need. I got the outline that I'm confident in. And so I went out the night before. So, I mean, I'm telling you, I work in myself. I'm like, let me do something I don't really do. I would stay in, or I'd still be working on it. But no, I was available to still go out. So, and again, I had a man come pick me up to do that, because why not? And so the night I went into my workshop, I had a confirmed attendance for 13 women. And that had surpassed my goal of 10. So very, very proud of myself to accomplish this. Very excited to do this. Here we go. Now, what I realized in doing all of this and just outworking myself and just this being a vision of mine. I want y'all to know how important this means to me, because when I teach women how to get the clarity they need to get their business started and just really transform their entire life, this is a journey. You know, my transformation took about 15 months, but look at it, 3 years to really see this thing that was materialized, naturalized in 2019. But will you decide? Are you willing to get out of your own way? Are you willing to sacrifice? You know, like, are you willing to believe in yourself? Believe that you matter? All these things. And I was able to do that. I was happy to dream and enter that dreaming zone of life, that radical level of belief. But what I know for sure is that I needed to show up for myself, you know, because I knew that this would change my life and boost my confidence. A book that I think you should read is Eat That Frog. Eat That Frog teaches you that, you know, the only things you should be focused on your daily routine, first 2 things you write down, and primarily the first one, because that should change your life. And so I'm always conscious of that. And so that's how I show up for myself, because I know it's going to boost my confidence, it's going to change my life. I know that I got big goals and I need to stay focused and remember my why. Remember the impact of my decision. Think about the stakes. I've already worked so hard networking, so it might as well be showtime. And so I'm proud to say that I did just that. I outworked myself, not just in preparing, but in the actual event. And in the next episode, before we talk about the event, the next 2 episodes, you're going to see how I was relentless in getting to the audience in Gaborone, Botswana. I was on the radio station Gabs FM. Just a pleasure that they would have me on and feature me in those 2 episodes. You're going to get a different perspective of how I talk about my business and how I do this transformational work and how I got here and what's next for Patent Leather Project. So as always, you know how you can get in touch with me. Again, we do personal coaching. So I'm really helping people get the clarity they need to structure their business, to start their business, wherever you are in that, but particularly new business owners and self-employed entrepreneurs. If you know that you need to get out of your own way, if you know that you want to be your own boss, if you know that you just want to get the information you need, if you want mentorship and to get aligned with someone who's been where you want to go, then you need to hit up info@patentleatherproject.com, because 8 weeks in your life will never be the same. I'm here for you. This is my life work here. Also, we're doing consulting. And so again, I'm helping those small business owners who really get clarity on their business as well. I'm helping them develop their corporate identity and branding using mental health strategies and business strategic planning. But also there's so much happening within business owners. There's so much that they're doing that's shaping the world. They have a little bit more exposure to what's being directly affected to what's happening in the world. And we want to make sure we stay abreast of that and make sure that we're supporting them, whether it's in-house and or with the clients that they serve. So if you are interested in making sure that your team is still empowered, that your team is armed with the confidence that they need, and the leadership that's going to transform the entire organization and the people you serve, info@patentleatherproject.com. Again, I'm here to help you. Moving right along to media appearances. In these next 2 episodes, you're going to get those radio interviews, but I plan to do more. I plan to do radio interviews. I plan to be on TV, do podcasts, your favorite podcast, and whatever else that'll help me hold women in the highest regard, and do it through a deep dive into their mental health. So again, if you know where I can exist in your space, whether it's locally, nationally, globally, please hit me up at info@patentleatherproject.com. And lastly, I am on social media, Instagram, Latoya Deshaun, LATOYADESHAUN, LATOYADESHAUN. You can also catch me on YouTube, Everything on Purpose with Latoya Deshaun. And as you guys know, I am a personal makeup artist to high profile talent. That is the work I love to do. It got me to where I'm at right now to help you out. You can take a look at my portfolio at www.latoyadeshaun.com. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode. I look forward to you guys in the next episodes. Check out those radio interviews. And after those, I'm coming back to tell you all about the workshop. You don't want to miss it. Have a good day. Thank you for coming by.